Welcome back. We've seen one throw. Let's see if we can find another here in Game 2 of this two-game series of the WePlay Dota 2 League. $25,000 up for grabs. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. Joining me is Luminous, who, in his words, was disgusted last game.
I clogged the toilet.
Just now.
Just now.
Was that as a result of the last game?
With throws. With throws. I'll let you guys imagine what have thrown up.
Oh dear.
I actually didn't clog the toilet, but
I was wondering why. That's why we.
Where did Lumi go?
Yeah. Where did Lumi go? We came back into the draft late. I'm like, game's starting. Where's Lumi? We gotta get casting, and well, now it's all
The
explained.
mystery is solved. Whew. Next.kz says, let's go AM. Alright. It's hard to throw with AM. It's really hard.
Lotus done it before. Do you
Lotus
remember
done it
that game?
before.
Yeah, there was this game where I think it was when there was still no Tidehunter, and they were so far ahead. It was against Fnatic.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a big, kind of famous game after that, and yeah, Lotus. Basically, it came down to like Lotus throwing.
Aren't you worried that Lotus is going to tweet about you and be like, these casters nowadays, just don't no respect. TI3 champion, you say I throw.
He did throw. You showed that game to Loda, and it was when it was a game where like Era got like a bunch of like kind of lucky, not lucky, but like he was the RNG god, and just Loda died to like first hit bashes a few times. But look back at that game and say like, yeah, that was maybe my fault. I got cut out a few times.
You look back to that game.
So man, look, saying a player through one game doesn't mean I have no respect for them.
It also could mean that you have no respect for them.
Look, we're gonna move on from this.
Okay.
I have a lot of respect for Loda,
All right.
and
His Chronospheres though.
Loda is not playing in this game. So Next.kz, how about
How about them throws?
Yeah, that's good segue. Good segue. We have Mantis, who didn't really accomplish as much as he should have on that last game, Gyrocopter. He's going to be on the anti-mage most likely. He's played a safe lane farming SF yesterday. He'll be on anti-mage this game. Batrider probably going to be for the captain.
10 seconds remaining.
And the clockwork for Cascade. So Cascade have gone for a much more well-rounded start to their draft. They haven't got their soul limit or their carry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, depending on where they put, I feel like you almost need to put Nyx Assassin mid here though, because of
You already
having
have two melee.
Yeah, 2 melee supports. Not recommended at all. They go into a Shadow Fiend Cascade. I like this pick. Good against Anti-Mage. Doesn't do great 1v1 against Bat, but they can always put it in the safe lane if Nyx Assassin is going to be that solo mate against Bat.
I almost think this is as a pick, also as a ban out, because Next.kz lean on the Shadow Fiend more than any other hero, and also as by extension a Storm Spirit as well. So you just ban the Storm, pick the Shadow Fiend, and says Next.kz, show us something else.
Well, Lone Druid.
AM and Lone Druid. How greedy is this draft?
Fairly greedy.
Fairly greedy indeed.
Batrider jungle, then it's like maximum greed. Get a Batrider jungle, get some solo mid, like a Quap, and you're set. Well,
Dang.
set to lose.
Set to throw.
No, I don't think. Well, the throw already happened with the draft. I don't think you actually get ahead with that draft to throw away a lead. But
You know what? I'm gonna be the nice guy. Says each game are on its own. You threw last game. It's a clean new slate.
a lot of people would not say that about EG. There's no
EG has transcended regular throwers.
There's no clean slate for EG.
EG has a
They've-
website dedicated to their throws.
They're immortalized.
Yeah.
But we're going to see what Cascade can do here in game number 2. They've proven that they are a very solid team, but I feel like last game they made an amazing comeback, but it was mostly due to Next.kz's
Last game was their
decision-making.
draft. What does Abaddon have? What does
Yeah.
it do for you? I still have not.
5
Yep.
seconds.
solved
I want
that
to see
riddle.
the Cascade we saw yesterday, because to me that was like where you could. That's where I saw it coming into this series. I thought Cascade would at least take one game, maybe both.
Yeah.
They can do that, and they need to play like they did yesterday. Game 1, they played decently from like from a behind point of view, but the early game, the laning just did not work out for them. But this time around, I like their draft a lot better.
Yeah. Yesterday they just showed some insane coordination with a Blink Darkseer, vacuuming into like Alchemist support Alchemist stuns, and that was insane play. But today we have some, Clockwork, Nyx Assassin. These are heroes that are a little bit more finesse based, going to be using the ability to go weave in and out of the team fight. And they have to do so because Anti-Mage, Lone Druid, and Batrider, these are very annoying heroes to deal with.
Yeah, very annoying indeed. And last pick's going to be coming out. Both teams do need another support most likely, because it looks like Next.kz are expecting that Nyx to be in the mid lane. They ban out the Keeper of the Light. No real standout range support. So you want something with some firepower. This is why you want to go for the lean or less track. I don't think you can just say, hey, let's get a Shadow Demon. You need actual burst damage output coming out from your support if you're Cascade.
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually kind of want something like a Dazzle. I'm not sure if that's a little bit greedy, because the minus armor capability is legit.
Yeah.
But
you need that's one way of dealing with anti-mage lone druid for sure.
I'm pretty sure they can pick something boring like Jakiro.
Yeah, could be. I want to see a Lena's not too boring for me. It's fairly standard, but it's not a hero you see actually all that often anymore. But we'll see what they want to go. Their time is actually whittling away. They've got 35 seconds to choose here. Those of you just tuning in, this is WePlay Dota 2 Action. Our last game of today. There's plenty more games tomorrow, but we're in Group A. And Group A is, well, halfway through, I'd say, at least. Probably approaching the end of Group A. And these two teams fighting in the middle of the pack. They're kind of fighting over that 3rd and 4th place.
This is some pretty strong push coming out from Next.kz.
Is
Lone
it too
Druid,
greedy, though? Like we talked about, put Batrider jungle and get like another farmer. They're going to put Prophet jungle and...
no, they put Lone Druid jungle, judging from the...
You think so?
Yeah, it's just like your lone support Crystal Maiden. Mantis is going to be playing your carry role, and we're going to have...
Stalcat offlane.
Mashima playing these...
Yeah, Stalcat normally plays offlane.
Yeah.
I don't think they get away with
greedy
this.
as hell.
Because you're against Clockwork is just going to be great at sort of just catching out any sort of...
Clockwork's going to have a 1v1 lane against Anti-Mage, because Crystal Maiden is not going to zone anything out. Right?
Yeah, I definitely favor Cascade with this draft. I think Next.kz just got a bit too greedy. A few too many heroes who need a lot of farm. And we'll see how they deal with this. Batrider being played by who's... Well, we don't know for sure who's playing what. So Batrider initially picked up by the solo mid player, but may see some sneaky little swaps here as the pause comes out from Dodastalk. But Dodastalk, he's a safe lane farmer. It will be a safe lane SF. And that does put Chomi onto the solo mid Nyx Assassin. He's got... I love this Nyx set.
It looks like he's wearing armor. Is that the idea?
I guess so.
He's the armor book?
This is a cool set. I like... The problem is with this, you can't get the Dagon cosmetic, which changes where you shoot your Dagon from.
Ah.
But we are going to see a rotation from the Cascade. We'll introduce them. They're playing over on the Dire side. They're now 2-1 in this WePlay Group A. They're a team who kind of came out of nowhere. A lot of people saying, who are these guys? But right now they're looking good. They love these smokes. This is like become a trademark of theirs.
Every time we've seen it, we're like, yeah, that's no good. And
every time it gets them a kill.
Yeah. Well, on the Radiant side, it gets them a kill. That spot's going to get figured out very soon. If they keep using it like that. Meanwhile, the Dire, though, I think we've seen them do it once.
Are they going to get a ward behind tower and it's a lone druid?
If they kill Lone Druid right now, holy crap, that could be so big, yeah.
Well, we'll introduce these guys properly. Bignum going to be playing the Clockwork. We've got Obi-Wan Banan on the Bane. We've got Chomi playing the Nyx Assassin, who's going to be solo mid. Dodastalk on the safe lane SF, most likely, and Judo on Naga Siren.
Let me tell you, Obi-Wan could play some Dota.
Is SF even maybe going to be mid? Because with the regen pool, that's generally not like a safe lane build. Well, you need the regen pool less if you're safe lane trialing against an off-lane hero, but... Is CM even going top? This has been a... Okay, so Radiant team have done some swapping here.
Okay. It's going to be Mantis solo mid. Batrider on the top lane. Crystal... No, what swapping are you talking about? Everybody's...
Well, initially, Blue, the captain, picked the Batrider.
Ah.
He's their solo mid player. This is the WTF, or Machina Ubika.
Yeah.
He's going to be jungling it up on Nature's Prophet.
I mean, essentially, the lanes haven't really changed. Just the players on the lanes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, but we're going to, instead of seeing a Clockwork versus Anti-Mage and Crystal Maiden matchup, it's going to be dueling mid against Nyx Assassin, which... He is actually going to have a fairly tough lane. Mana Break could just drain a ton of his mana. Yeah. In fact, he's going to just say...
Impale for one creep.
Yeah, Impale for one creep, get a little bit harassed, and see how it goes.
When you want that ball up as fast as possible, you may as well use that Impale if it gets you that 40-ish gold. So we get Frostbitten, 1 Mana Break hit, 2... Oh, second one gets cancelled, so... The problem is, I feel for Cascade, is this bottom lane is not a favourable matchup for Clock. Mid isn't too favourable for them, so only this offlane is going well, and even that, Batrider's already pulled a creep wave to himself, so... We may have to see some early rotations, put Bane mid, and just leave a dual lane top maybe. It looks like that's maybe what they're going to be doing.
It's hard to actually make a rotation too, because here comes a rotation in the form of
that's
a Bane.
The plan.
It is okay, but at the same time that because it's mostly a free farm lane, I feel like for Anti-Mage, it's not too bad. He should be able to get most of these last hits whenever Whenever he learns how to last hit with 23 damage, which seemingly is
You gotta
impossible.
get some very lucky RNG. You can get those range grips though,
Yes,
as he does
you
with the
can.
mana break bonus 28 damage.
Yeah, at the same time, the Nyx Assassin's also getting a lot less experience. Look at Mantis, he's just going, says, I could tank this, I'm going to trade my life for your mana. In fact, he's going to go right in with the mana break, says that's going to be no more Enfeeble from now on. Trading your own 1 Sao for 2 people's clarity, that's worth.
Exactly, and when you have that, sure, you're only hitting for 20 damage, or base damage because of the Enfeeble, but mana break still does extra damage, and you're mana burning them. So he just wanted to make sure they had 0 mana, and then from there, no more Enfeebles, no more Impales, and he can last it just fine.
Yeah, I was just trying to say that Shadow Fiend, sure he's have trialing support right now, but if the rotation comes, a Bat Rider could easily solo kill him. We've seen what Bat versus SF is on the mid lane. It's just an impossible matchup. And it's a very similar matchup on the mid lane as well. In fact, Dotastock finds Stallcat, gonna right click him some, but not gonna really mean too much.
Stallcat left the Firefly there because I think he wanted, there was a big level 6 Satyr that he wanted to kill, but at the same time he wanted the CS at his tower. I didn't see if he got the Satyr, but based on his gold, he probably didn't, so bit of a misfarm there, but he does get the CS that he's
Crystal
after.
Maiden, no dual spell just yet. You need 225 at level 1 for that. Impel's gonna fly through.
225, Lumi. Where's your Asian math?
What? 215, sorry.
215.
215, which he does not have right now.
I'm disappointed.
Look, man. When you clog the toilet like I just did.
Some other judgment skills go out the window with it.
Exactly. Not that I ever could add before this either, but...
Okay, so Batrider doing... to me, it's Next.kz getting a slight advantage from this laning set, but that's what we saw last game. We also saw... I think Clockwork Stalker was kind of the standout last game. We'll have to see what he can do on the Batrider. Once again, he's playing that big, important initiator.
Uh-oh, Stallcat kind of caught a little bit out of position. One race going to set up the second right click. Another race should do it after more right click.
Lost vision.
South. Maybe he should have gone for another right click and then raise, but he would have been out of vision then. Ooh, they actually still find Stallcat. Stallcat's Firefly is running out very, very soon. Another Riptide's going to come through. Dotastock should have his raises on cooldown. He does, but no more in
No
snare.
movement speed. There's boots on the Batrider and Napalm Sax to slow SF, so they don't get the kill there, but they do force out... Salve and Tango both get used, so Batrider low on mana, low on HP, so it should be pretty much SF free farm from here on out at top lane.
Yeah, SF is already pretty much free farming. He's going to pick up his boots of speed, so he shouldn't be missing any more free kills as of is. Mantis on the mid lane. Pretty much out of regen as well. He's got to be fairly careful.
Bane came back in with some more Enfeeble. Looks like Bane... Did Bane... I think... Well, Bane, no, he doesn't have any mana regen. He's just sort of hovering around, controlling these runes. There's Nyx Assassin. Bottle is on the way, and this is... Bane can always use some bottle charges.
Why not?
Get some Enfeeble mana back up. Cause anti-mage problems, and...
in fact, you should let the Bane bottle the illusion rune, because he used those illusions a lot better, yeah. I'm surprised that he didn't.
I guess maybe wanting to save the ball charges, but Bane back up to 160 mana. That's almost 2 Enfeebles, assuming he doesn't get hit by mana break. Antimate decides to go for a second point in mana break.
Not too sure about this. Ooh, Mantis fighting, tanking a little
Brain
bit.
Sap doing pure damage is also something he has to be very careful of in those scenarios.
Stallcat's going to get forced back to the fountain, which is more free farm for Dotastock. And now at this point, level 5 with Dotastock having insane amount of damage output, he could easily just solo the Batrider 1v1. Especially with a full stick magic charge and boots of speed. So look towards your support making something happen on the other lanes. How are the other lanes?
Clockwork's
24
having
CS?
a rough time, yeah.
Yeah, Clockwork's got a third of the CS of that lone druid.
It's kind of what you'd expect. At best, maybe as Clockwork, you can get maybe another like 5-ish CS on top of this if you play the lane really well. But you're going to get outfarmed. You're going to get completely harassed down to hell. It's level 6 lone druid versus a level 5 Clockwork, so he needs to be careful because any time an Entangle could spell his death. And especially when we see boots picked up on the Spirit Bear as well. That's where you can actually chase down the Clockwork even better. Well, Rocket's flying in mid, but they really want to just harass this Antimage. Impale, Brain Sap. Oh! That Clockwork Rocket was spot on. That is some great play coming out from Cascade.
Well, I just missed the kill happening because I was watching Clockwork. He was watching his own rocket. That's why he's AFK looking like. Back in the top here. Looks like we are going to get the ensnare to come through. Firefly trying to get himself a little bit out there. A good flame break.
Saved his life.
Juno's got to turn back because he's going to die there.
Yeah. That was a really good flame break coming out from the Batrider, saving his own life.
Sorry for missing that kill mid, but was it Impale and right clicks in the rocket flame?
Impale, right clicking, and then a Brain Sap. And the level 2 Brain Sap doing pure damage really hurts his Antimage. And the Clockwork Rocket was what Antimage didn't take into consideration.
Ooh, another rocket flare is going to come through that one. Well, Bignum is... Two
Two
good.
kills for this side team, both because of him.
Yeah, and you definitely get experience now, right?
Yes.
For Bignum.
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. Now he's level 6.5. Time to gank more people. This time, Reeves got the double damage. No mana coming out from Nyx Assassin. And they have to back off.
Alright, now we can look to... Oh, where's he going to be looking to TP to? I don't really want to be ganking an anti-mage when he's got the blink. I'd like this. Just go back bottom, wait for an opening to present itself, and then you have that TP scroll. Not TPing bottom, but just walking there. So if there's a fight that breaks out top, you can go. Many of options. Nature's Prophet here we haven't talked about. He's just sitting in the jungle, farming up his minus, and kind of causing Next.kz to have fairly weak lanes because of him.
And he's not really giving too much to his team. 6.5 minutes in, he doesn't have Hannah Midas. Like, that's really slow timing. Generally, if your supports pull you to clarities, which they did not, you get about 6-minute Midas, but he needs to get one in, like, the next 1 minute or so.
Yeah. Normally, you don't see this Clockwork build. He's going for max Rocket Flare first, and normally I don't like it, but...
He's getting kills.
Yeah, for one of the few... This is where it's actually okay. You're not using it to farm, like your lane, but just sending it to other lanes to cause unexpected damage, because a quick... 200 damage burst, unexpectedly, will be a kill.
Yeah. Another Rocket Flare flying in the middle lane, just harassing Mantis. I mean, leveling up Rocket Barrage, or not Rocket Barrage, the Battery Assault, it's a really good spell, but not against Lone Druid. We're going to see yet another kill trying to be happening on top lane against Soulcat. They finally got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Rocket Flare is just... No, the Rocket Flare is on the mid lane here. Mantis dropping low. Vendetta even hit him. And he's going to survive it.
Not quite enough damage there, but nice tries. Yeah, he's going to get salved. I was about to say, salve him up before another Clockwork Rocket comes in.
He's just looking. He's looking.
Nah, he'll see that he's healing up. He'll see him mid lane. Maybe just cancel the salve and harass. And this is where the Rockets not being used in your own lane is good, because you want to use it in the lanes which you can actually win. Because he's not going to win bottom lane by just throwing rockets there.
No,
so
he's not.
Top and middle lane can be won, though.
Mid lane, though, looks like our Nyx Assassin is going to lose all of his mana. We do have a Mana Void available. That's going to be a big one. Not going to be enough to kill, though.
Damage.
And Mantis realized that as well. Can we get a Brain Stab? He's got the mana. Brain Stab and a Rocket Flare. Ooh, Rocket Flare. I hear it.
Oh, he missed.
Good juke.
Would that have done enough damage? He
Yes,
had
he would've.
110 HP, and I think it would have. Only level 1 spell shield.
It would do 180 damage with 25% magic resist. And that would... Ooh, Tower getting... Brain Stab. Mantis is just... Rocket Flare?
I heard a rocket
I
flare.
heard it.
I don't think he shot it mid, though. No, he's got it back up now. He's trying to dodge. And it's... he's running upwards. He knows the rocket flares are coming. He's going to blink into... Throw another one as soon as he can at fountain.
No, it's not going to reach 9 times. Meanwhile, Bignum under a little bit of pressure here by the Orb of Venom.
Nature's Prophet
Ooh.
tipping in.
That's an ROTK TP if I ever seen one. Tower and Focus, immediate double, triple TP back out. Nyx Assassin comes in, Vendetta hit, Mana Burn, one more hit!
You can't mana burn when he's got no mana.
Well, he burned like 20 of his mana,
Yeah.
but he was like, wait, why did I get the kill? Walk back in for the last hit. Nice backup here from our Nyx Assassin. This is the Cascade that we were talking about. Picking heroes I could do a ton. Back in the mid lane, though, one more hit. Mana Void, not enough.
Okay.
Well then.
4-0 for Cascade early on. We talked about this being a much better draft for them, and it's showing. Next.kz just too greedy, too many farmers. Nature's Prophet gets a fast minus and immediately just throws away his life. I feel at this point he can't even go like the farming Shadowblade build. I feel he needs to maybe just rush a mech for his
Yeah,
team.
he's Midasing into a mech. I think he should be.
Yeah, I agree.
A Skullcat on the top lane. What's he? Has he got boots? That's it?
Yeah, he's died twice, hasn't been able to get much farm. And
I mean, that's almost you say, let's just abandon the lane jungle, but he can't. Because Mantis, or not Mantis, Mashima, whatever his name is taking out the jungle. WTF.
yeah, not enough places to actually be farming on the map for the Radiant team is becoming a big problem right now.
Yep. Now, the one saving grace for them is the fact that they do have Lone Drift farming away. He's very sad. Got an Orb of Venom, got Face Boot, and 1200 gold in the bank. I wonder if you go Midas as well on the Lone Druid and then go for Radiance. I feel like Radiance is going to be very good against this particular lineup. At the same time, he might want to get something that's a little bit more effective early on in the game.
So, I mean, we mentioned the Bat Rider, just with boots completely crushed. Same for Antimage though, right? He's got just Tranquil boots. He's not anywhere near a Battle Fury, and we're 10 minutes in, and he's got 850 gold.
Yeah.
This guy, there's almost like, do you still go Battle Fury even? It feels like...
I think you have to, just as a catch-up mechanic. I mean, going Vanguard, it's okay, because you do have the secondary carry of Lone Druid to back you up. At the same time, though, he's looking to go gank. I like this. I mean, you're not going to do anything anyways on the mid lane. Might as well maybe go for a kill. Wrath of Nature.
Judo gets hit by that. He should know. How does that Wrath of Nature hit? He should be in fog. The Antimage was invis giving the vision, so...
Well, let's
that should have tipped him off.
Figure that two and two, add them together. Mantis Now see Dota Stock. That's the kill they could go for. Song Siren being used. In fact, they think they're okay. The Song's gonna walk in. I think you back off. Rec Room Soul's gonna use Stall Cat's gonna down to about half HP immediately. But do we have a Mana Void available? Yes, it is. Bingham comes back in with the hook, but he eats the Mana Void. They still get the kill though. Oh, he can't blink. He cannot blink. Here comes a TP, and there's one race. Can we get the second race? He's out of mana.
He wins the man
yes!
fight.
Oh my god.
Dota Stalk, man, this guy, he didn't man up with his Weaver, but his SF knows how to take a hit and throw one back twice as hard.
He was tread swapping like a boss. Back in the mid lane, Reeves take a rocket
Tread
to
swapping
the
when
place.
you're at 30 HP doesn't really
It
do a
gives
whole
you
lot.
that 10 more HP. Maybe that
10?
was.
It's like 2 or 3.
I don't know.
But either way, that was... He knew he could take on that Nature's Prophet. He's like, look, I've got plus 96 damage. Prophet does not hit hard at all. He's just got boots and mass. Doesn't even have treads up.
Well, back in the bot lane again. If you say, what is Next.kz doing? Next.kz's pushing a tier 1 tower. That's all they could be doing. Back in the mid lane, Vendetta gang. Impel's going to come right through. We're going to see a Brain Staff for the kill. Yup. Man, they are losing every single lane. 0-8 is the score. And this Cascade is a lot more refreshing. When they're picking offensive base hero and not Baden, they're making some plays.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see like the teams that are first banning Abaddon just use him to see how they're going to actually use him. Like,
here we go. Judo's going to be initiating with the Ensnare, and they definitely have enough damage output. You got to send the bear onto the song. Clockwork Hook.
Oh, no.
Dota Stock, you need to go to the gym. Blocking the hook. Too fat.
Should have battery assaulted before the hook.
Maybe.
Precast that.
Battlefiend does have the Shadow Blade finish, so he's done with the top
It's just
lane.
pressure. It's like, well, let's just slow down the Lone Druid's farm. He's the one farming the best, and we get ourselves a Tier 1 tower even without the kill succeeding.
Yeah, ideally they want to kill, but
yeah,
job accomplished in a sense. And now
Yeah.
Bane's getting a little bit of experience in the mid lane. He's got level 7.
the ganking Antimage is now arriving bottom lane.
Here we
TPs
go.
as well. It's Batrider. Tier 1 tower going to go down. SF going to pick it up. Can he wreck him? He's got a Shadow Blade. CM ultimate doing a lot of damage. Dota Stalk actually going to take a fall from this one. He can't actually fight Reeve.
Oh, Crystal made him! Still
CM,
alive.
Hero CM.
Rocket Flare? Do we have a Rocket Flare?
Well,
No,
there's a
he's
dead
dead.
Nature's
He's
Prophet
dead.
here in the back lines. CM's dead? Oh, the Clockwork's dead.
Yeah, I like the decision for Cascade to just man up and get the tower.
SF could have just ran. I don't think there was any sentries or dust. SF Shadowblade then immediately turned and started attacking and raising. I don't know if he dying is... That's an expensive death, because that's a level 11 hero who was on it. Well, not, he's not on a kill streak, but still level 11 hero is a lot of gold, a lot of XP.
At the same time, he's got his Shadow Blade, which is kind of his early game core item, and he might be looking to just gank more anyways. So I think it's okay, but yeah, you gave the enemy team who's been starved on gold a lot of gold just now, and they'll be happy. All things considered, Cascade leading by 8 kills and about 4,000 gold, but if you look at the last sitting at net worth, the Radiant team is doing okay on that department. 75 on Lone Druid, 61 on a Prophet.
They're doing okay because they've got so many heroes who are just trying to farm. Whereas the Dire team's happy to have only the SF farming and then Nyx and Clockwork ganking. And I feel even with more heroes farming on the Radiant team than the Dire, it's like their mid game is so pitiful. You have an Anti-Mage who doesn't do anything with just average farm. You have Nature's Prophet who doesn't do much with average farm. Batrider's not going to have a blink. Lone Druid needs a Radiant. So these heroes are so farm dependent that even if you're out farming your opponent, it's not enough.
Ooh, Reeves is dead. Impale? Ooh! Did you see all the sentry being dropped? Oh, nice! But you can't actually go in like that. Ooh, Anti-Mage is playing. What is Anti-Mage doing?
Grip him?
What did they think is illusion?
He just ran past. He ran past. I think Nyx.
What
I
happened
think
there?
that pause is like, wait, is this guy lagging? Because why isn't he why isn't... Well, I don't know.
It's like Manta's lagging?
Was the Bane? Like, Bane got a kill. I now know
Yeah,
what he was
and
doing. But he was
Manta's just stood in the middle of it, and they're gonna just chain on this prop
Impaler's up.
easily.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
2 kills. SF comes in with the Shadow Blade. Shows up a bit too late, but he's going to be here in time to get this Tier 1 tower. Double rays come out. Where the Intel Tread swap?
It wasn't there.
Yep. Antimate's picked up a Vit booster, so it is going to be a Vanguard or at least a casual Vit booster.
This Bane has like the longest range Nightmare I've seen. Just walks in Nightmare. Here comes
Oh,
a Batrider
with the blink. So he has got the blink, but it's still like you're blinking lassoing and you need follow-up damage. If Cascade are grouped up as 3 or 4, there's a Cascade hook shot in range or a Song of the Siren, that hero gets saved.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden has some decent damage right now. We saw the Freezing Field actually doing some work.
That was a once in a blue moon kind of freezing field.
Yeah, I mean, last time we saw it was TI3. Fluff and stuff. Uh-oh. Bingnum. Bingnum says, baby, you're dead. Rocket Flare for a little bit of sight. Uh-oh. That's a pre-casted one if I ever seen of Battery Assault.
Yeah. And more pickoffs going with Cascade. I feel the gold lead being around 5k isn't so much important as the level lead that this Dire team has.
Yeah, and this team is soon going to take to Roshan very soon. Like, Shadow Fiend, once he gets maybe one more level as President of Dark Lord, and you have a couple of guys just right-clicking the Roche. There's no medallion just yet, but eventually, just on the hero potential alone, they can. Naga Siren's going to get a little bit of XP back in the mid lane.
Oh. You see an Ensnare come out, does get disjointed. Middle tier 1 tower is maybe one thing that Cascade want to kill before they go for Roche, just being so so nearby the Roshan pit, as well as just being like an important focal point. And I think they're far enough ahead in that Next.kz are prioritizing farming so much, defending towers is going to be difficult.
Okay, so our Lone Druid players, 2,700 gold. I guess we're going to see a Relic. Relic decent against some of these lower HP hero like Bane and Nyx Assassin, but until he farms it and finishes it, he's going to be somewhat useless for his team.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to see a Rocket Flare up top, Impale, Mana Burn's going to come to the Rocket Flare.
Not enough. The Vit booster.
Huh?
He waited a long time to blink. Why does he wait so long to blink? Well, I guess he doesn't see the Nyx Assassin blink. I think he just tried to be a bit cute there and be like, oh, I'll let you hit me once more.
I don't think he saw it.
Yeah, he didn't see the blink. Well, he comes out of Vendetta. You're not going to click him to check his items.
I mean, you should, but you didn't.
No, well, you do when they appear on lane, but like when you're being ganked, you're thinking, hey, I just got to get out of here.
Requiem
Naga Siren, Requiem. That Flame Break actually pushed the SF closer to another target, make the Requiem do a bit more damage.
Not exactly intended, but
Proper gonna just TP the hell out of here, and he's in a lot of danger.
So
tier
that's the
tower
tier
will go
1
down.
that you were talking about.
And Roshan could go down after this, or maybe they just think, hey, let's get some more towers. Dojo Stalk very low, so I don't think they want to try and press the issue. Actually, they've got earn charges.
Yeah, they do.
First one gets wasted, it looks like.
But they could just go into Roshan Pit right now if they want.
Even with a low HP SF, it's not really risky at all. He's not the one tanking, and there's not much threat of Next.kz coming in and disrupting them.
Nyx Assassin's got an Orb of Venom. This is a first. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very curious. To help stop the Batrider blink out, maybe?
Helps chasing? No? I don't know. I don't know what that's about, but let's not question it because he's got a 15, 16 minute Blink Dagger, able to help his team to do a ton of work. And now the Roshan, like not exactly the fastest Roshan ever, but good enough.
Yeah, good enough. And they're still getting the farm that is there on the map. Another Nyx Assassin Vendetta heading towards top. He's looking
He needs
for
a Rocket Flare.
Yeah. Oh, he waited. He didn't hit right away. And the blink's on cool. Yeah, still. Oh, with the TP they can get this. Double TP actually coming. Mantis has no blink for a couple more seconds. Clockwork's
on top.
Clockwork's dead.
Ooh!
Wrath of Nature with a Batrider blink in. Carapace going to be used, and there's a Fiend Script. So Stalcat will take a fall. Is Reeves going to get another Crystal Maiden ultimate?
Crystal Maiden, yes!
The ulti gets immediately cancelled though.
We got the Nyx Assassin, so it's all good. Oh, Judo. He wants that right-click magic stick back up. Where's the Frostbite? No Frostbite just yet. The Barret's here. We need another Brain Sap in a couple seconds. Mantis blinks forward. Reeves gets a double kill. That's how you play CM, man. Meanwhile, we have Blink. Right-click. Right-click. He still got himself Shadow Blade. Nice body blocking coming out. He just runs free from it. Obi-Wan going to the right. Mantis blinks forward and decides to push.
Okay, so some good pickoffs going the way of Next.kz. Buyback from Nyx and
Nyx Assassin's got Blink. We also have Clockwork going to TP back in very soon. Blink,
over.
Impale. They do not have detection, or do they? Requiem so perhaps getting Channel. Going to try to TP out. He will make a TP out alive, and everybody's back out. So a little bit of over-aggression from Cascade. And the score previously being an 8 kill lead, now up to a 12 kill lead. But I feel like Next.kz's got a better foothold in this game.
Yeah, that definitely helped them out a little bit there, getting a bit too overconfident. The Wrath of Nature damage is catching him by surprise. Oh, hookshot at bottom though. Nature's Prophet is dead.
Bingnum's doing a very good job just stalking exactly where this Nature Prophet is, and then just killing him where he goes. So this
Bingnum's like almost the stand-up player for this team, I feel like. Today as well as yesterday.
Yesterday's Darkseer play was insane. So today's plays on Timbersaw wasn't that impressive, but his Clockwork's definitely making up for it.
Yep, Dodostalk going to find himself looking for an initiate mid lane. He gets spotted by this Sentry Ward though, so they should know he's coming and nearby.
Another Sentry Ward? Maybe you could force a kill.
He's no longer in Invis, but another Sentry Ward is there should they need it. CM on the run, as is Batrider.
I'm a really big fan of this particular build coming out from Dodostalk. It's Shadow Blade into Helm, and then back to like this build is it really allows you to do a lot. If you want to go for a gank and it fails like this, you could just go into the enemy jungle and then just rice them. It gives you a lot of tank ability once you finish the Helm and BKB. That's magical immunity. That's pseudo-physical immunity if you count the armor from the Helm. And last but not least, you're very mobile in the team fight, so you could set up your Requiems. You could just chase afterwards. So it's a build that to me is kind of the the cookie cutter build. It's just good in a lot of different situations.
Lone Druid has got enough gold for his relic now, so 4k gold on him.
Nice play here. Noticing that the courier
That's nice.
flying back.
Every
Back
little
in the
bit
mid
helps
lane
at this
though.
point.
Back in the mid lane, Reeves in huge trouble. The Cog's gonna bring down the Crystal Maiden. Easy peasy.
Are they going to look for at least a tier 2 tower here? Do they even start considering tier 3? Because with Batrider and CM dead, they can do some serious damage.
I don't see why not.
They haven't got the best damage up. We can see even this tier 2 tower. SF is the majority of it, and even he is not pushing all that fast.
I mean, if you look at it, Next.kz is so greedy that they're gonna just have to try to wait and tank all of
Prophet
this.
ultimate to defend.
That Prophet ultimate is probably the only thing that's keeping them in the
Yeah.
game right now. Tier 1 siege is gonna slowly happen here from the Lone Druid, but does the Radiant team care? I think now the fact that your creep wave is pretty much dead, they should back off. But I see the argument for staying as well.
Yeah, they'll get this this damage. This is not going to be Rax's, I'd say for sure, but it is going to be some decent permanent damage. Lone Druid, though, once this T1 town with this, he will have Radiance Gold.
Yeah,
Oh,
Shadow Fiend.
He didn't actually get it. The glyph denied it from him.
Oh, Blink initiation. The song immediately used. And Stallcat is going to get grip immediately after Requiem. So, not grip even necessary. That's one kill. Can they get another grip? There's a Enfeeble. Dodostock doesn't really care about dying anymore. In fact, he will just die here. The Radiance is back in the fight. In fact, he's doing a ton of damage. You got to kill the...
going to die twice, maybe?
I think... No, first hit Entangle. Crystal made an ultimate. Somehow the hook comes in and cancels that one. Reeves still dropping low. They just got it back here. They just have to run. No!
Blinks into a grip. He gets burst down with the help from a Vendetta damage as well. Now we're going to see Bane actually getting entangled out to sleep onto the Lone Druid Bear. They need to get that sleep off, but the Radiance burn still doing good damage.
Reeves survived with
Ghost
like
Scepter.
5 HP, but the Ghost Scepter just amplifies the Radiance damage. Magic Sig not going to be enough. They get one kill. And again, that's very dangerous to fight the Lone Druid like that, but one hit Entangle?
Nope. He had enough first hit entangles that fight already.
Yeah.
Getting 2 of them, one on the Bane, one on the SF under the tower.
I think that was a really good defense if Anti-Mage didn't blink in and died.
Yeah, that anti-mage just ruined the hard works of Next.kz there with that defense. And I think end of the day, Cascade do come out quite far ahead there. They don't lose the SF. He's got a BKB now. They don't get the tower, but they're like, well, we got some important kills.
Yeah, they did. Right now, you do see a backdoor attempt on that mid-tier 1 tower. Dagon coming out here from our... Nyx Assassin.
I like this choice here, just to be able to solo kill a little bit better. He won't be able to get the anti-mage when he has more, well, even now, but he's going to get even more points in Spell Shield, but anyone else can be solo killed, including the Nature's Prophet, who's being very annoying with his split push.
Generally, I really dislike Dagon on the Nyx Assassin because his mana is just really, really lackluster. I much prefer something like an Orchid. A little bit more expensive, but a lot more useful against the lineup that features an anti-mage. But in this game, he's been going for these solo kills quite a bit. I still don't like it, the fact that because the solo killing stage to me has already gone and passed. Right now he's pushing with his team, and something like a Vlad's will help the team a lot more in terms of tanking the tower. Like they've been doing a ton of that. But he's going to go for the Dagon and look for some quick pickoffs. I think the Crystal Maiden surviving a red health every time has annoyed him to no end, so he just wanted that CM dead.
Well, the CM is just bracering up like a true champ.
Bracer Gaming.
Reeves has made some plays. I mean, you've been talking about it a number of times, and this CM has almost kept Next.kz in the game at various points.
Yeah. Batrider, the CM, and to much a bigger extent, Lone Druid has to be the shining hope for the team. Prophet's been doing some, right? He's like trying to backdoor mid, he's trying to get a courier kill here and there, but he's got to be very careful because here comes the next assassin with the Blink Dagger. A single TP, there you go, Blink, Impale, Mana Burn. Oh, but it's a trap, here it comes!
Sleep. And there's Dust as well. They can see this Nature's Prophet. They'll probably cancel this very fast. Maybe wait for Firefly just to whittle away. And they also want the SF. Requiem not going to be cast. Immediate Dagon. Batrider in all sorts of trouble as well. Insnared up. Brought down the Impale.
Celebratory.
Maybe like saying, hey, if there's some hero happens to be in those trees. But
that would be so next level.
Yeah, there's like a CM or an anti-mage who just blink or just casting blink.
Mid lane here, Grip's gonna come through, but I don't know. That bear is burning away, just looking for hook. Somehow just gone through, pierced through the Delta split. And Bignum making plays.
Bane is a really good hero to have against anti-mage.
Bane is just a very good hero, period. Throughout this week, we found out he could top lane solo. Beats a life stealer 1v1.
Yep.
We know he could just, disable half the team by himself. And, yeah.
Push number 2 on mid lane, maybe. This is like the 2 support utility heroes pushing down the mid lane. Someone's going to have to get back and deal with this Lone Druid. SF's actually top going for a tier 2 tower, maybe. And SF starting towards his Manta style. Clockwork, straight pipe. No problem.
He's rich.
It's the CM counter. They know, like, this CM is just carrying too hard. Gotta get this pipe up.
Oh, CM. CM's gonna get Dagon. Damn, brain staff from JS.
Actually, Dagon was used. Dagon's on cooldown.
Yep. Skullcat back on the top lane here. BKB. Requiem. Mantis says, I don't want to be here. Blinks away. Did he take double damage? It didn't seem like it. Mantis dropping low. One race to seal the deal. That's one more killed. The bear gets slept. Kill the bear. No, he wants the actual hero. Down to about half HP. More right clicks to ensue. That's going to be yet another kill. That's a team wipe outside the base.
Oh, yeah.
We do have TP back in, but he's going to get dusted and ensnared. Going to try to TP back out, but the right clicks are too fast, too strong. Make it back home. The last right kick. Oh!
Radiant's
Nope.
top tower.
No
No.
damage taken.
Disjoints.
Disjointed. And tower goes down. It looks like Radiant team in a lot of trouble. Some all chat coming out. They don't have buyback on key heroes. Lone Druid, no buyback. Anti-Mage doesn't. Even if he did, he couldn't do much. It's the Lone Druid who they really need alive to defend. But Rax is gonna take a fall. Next.kz in dire straits.
Yeah, Skullcat gets sincere, so a couple more right clicks in the rage would do a Crystal Maiden trying to carry the team with the ultimate, but there's only so much you can do.
Which is Killer Bane. That's something CM apparently can do.
Alright.
The sleep coming a bit too late. They tried everything to save this Bane.
Whoa! Cancels and immediately reaves. Where's the Dagon? No Dagon just yet. Crystal Maiden cannot run away. Yeah, don't let her.
Mantis in snare is just dead.
Big Num's gonna go right here
Oh,
on.
Nyx. Nyx gets brought down by a Mana Void, but Cascade are just having some fun here in the enemy base. Only the Lone Druid alive. His one Spirit Brand needs to be very careful, because if he loses this, it's a long time. 2 minutes before he has another one.
Yeah, Dota Stock trying to push bot, realize they don't even have the tier 2 just yet, so says, alright, let's take the mid instead.
Got 5k gold, no problem.
Radiant's middle
Well,
barracks.
5k gold is going to give him a complete Mantis out.
And we are going to see a mech this time around. Well, last time it was Next.kz refusing to buy one. Naga Siren picks up a mech for the Dire team. As good Naga Sirens do. Lumi, why no Midas on Naga Siren? What is this?
We're not 40 minutes in yet.
Okay, Midas is
So-
next.
13 minutes of farm are your next Midas.
Yeah, should be enough time for a support Naga.
Yeah.
And then you reach the quota needed.
Oh god.
How upset are Next.kz going to be with that? Like, the Naga... Well, no, it wasn't the Naga's fault they single-handedly they lost that, but those kind of decisions, when you end up losing, it's just like...
Do you mean the next KZ player, they seem like they're having a lot of fun, and at the end of the day, maybe this game is just semi-competitive, semi-fun, and, you know, they're hugging together in the fountain to take a stun, right? Like, it's just good friends having fun, so maybe they don't feel too bad about it, but...
If they want to play more games, they have to advance further.
That's
though.
true. I can't say I don't think they're happy
If
about
they want
that
their
either.
piece of $25,000, they got to go further.
Well, are they really winning it? Let's be honest
No,
here.
they probably realize they're not contenders, so they are treating this a bit more fun.
Yeah.
Mystic Staff on SF gets bought and sold. I was about to say, like, is this a Hex? Hex not actually a bad item on SF. But it's going to be a Demon Edge, so we'll see straight Daedalus, I want to say. Get some big crits. With all the minus armor, this Anti-Mage is just food.
Anti-Mage has actually gone Vanguard. I think he has realized that Battlefield was not going to do
Yeah.
it. So, Vanguard into a Manta, not too bad. Like, I don't want to count them out yet. You are still dealing with an Anti-Mage and a Lone Druid. But I think we're basically 5-10 minutes away of a good, well-played game.
Yep.
If Cascade wants to win. Look at these plays!
Oh.
What a player!
He missed the career. What do you mean, what a player? He missed the career. And his TP may be too slow?
No, he's fine. The other guy canceled TP, realizing he can't come in. Dude, how next level is he? If you're
I've
gonna
seen
just
that
TP back in, just TP back in right now.
I've seen that before. Who was it? And they timed the exact respawn time of it, and then was there when the Kuro respawned to bring out Adams, and they killed it at the second time.
Oh man.
I think it was Bone 7.
Top tower is under
I'm pretty sure it
Sounds
was
like
Bone
something
7.
Bone 7 would do.
Yeah.
Structures are
Hook shot, not going to find anyone. Not close either, but it's not really a big deal for them.
Dire's middle tower
Prophet
is
goes
under
top.
attack.
Uh-oh, Prophet. There's a gem on Nyx Assassin. Blink, Impale,
Dire's middle
Vendetta damage, Dagon.
tower.
Rinse and
Dire's
repeat.
top tower
He's not going to be at this bottom push, but neither's Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet has no buyback. We'll have it in about 15-20 gold, so maybe able to just buy it back before before the respawn, but...
Alright, here we go. Dota stock on the front line here. Pipe gets activated, maybe a little bit prematurely here. The Riptide's going to lower everybody's armor, and they're just working on the tower. Tower down to about half HP.
Bignum with an armlet.
Why the hell not? Makes you tanky. Got an
Armor
armor
toggle.
toggle.
Get
Against
those-
the Radiance.
Get those scripts going.
Armor toggle against Radiance, a little bit hard.
It's 100% possible.
If you have the script.
Yeah.
If you are a mere human. A little bit hard. This bear, I'd like to see them just grip this bear.
The other way you can actually do it without scripting is have two hotkeys for your armlet, like both activated, because pushing a key twice is slow, but if you push two keys at the same time, so it happens twice, then it does the same thing.
Look at this vision in front of the base right now. Dota stop.
Whew.
I think Next.kz is just trolling at this point.
Yeah, I think they've thrown in the towel this game, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well then.
Well, this is This is Next.kz dropping down to 1-3. I want to say they did
So,
win that one game.
If
But-
philosophical question time. If a tree falls in the jungle and nobody is there to hear it, does it make a sound?
How does the tree fall?
I don't know. But by extension, if one team gives up and the caster stop casting, is that rude? Well,
Doesn't make sense.
that's the right cog. And here we go. We're gonna go Ryan Reeves just dies immediately. The bear gets in there. Focus down on that bear. No, they still want the actual hero. Grips them up, and that's gotta be it. 3-man kill so far. Anti-Mage looking for something. Ooh,
Song. Save Antimage.
Right click. Okay, he's dead as well. That's the godlike streak for Dota stalking. Today, he's not going for survivability, or kind of he is. He still is with Shadowblade, BKB, and Helm, but he's gonna top it off with some crits. GG gets called, and Dota Stock and his Cascade will go win a 2-game series.
Yeah, they're 3-1 now. They're
Impressive.
VP are going to be thinking, crap, we may not get top 3 in this group. Cascade are making a good case for themselves.
I
here.
like these guys.
Me too.
They play good Dota.
To be honest, I don't think I've heard of a single of these 5 players before this tournament.
Oh, you will now.
Yep.
Some big num Dota
Follow at Dotastock.
at Dota Stock.
I imagine that's his Twitter handle. He's the only one without the
What a
Cascade logo,
guess.
though.
What a guess.
Needs to get that Cascade logo for the full team bonding, but we'll see Cascade take this 2-0. Even though the GG was called, it looks like the countdown timer was ended. So we'll see a proper throwing go down. Looks like it was Reeves maybe behind that one. He wanted to get one last freezing reel off. GG gets called. Next.kz produced an epic game 1 of a throw and comeback. Well, Cascade helped produce that as well. These two teams, big thanks and shout out to them, but it's Cascade who get the 2-0.
Yeah, Cascade Dota, impressive Dota. They're going to be playing some of the tougher groups coming up next. Now Sport Flipside Quantic is something that they have to watch out for.
They already
Kaiji-
versed them, didn't they? They were the team who took a game off them. Oh, no, sorry, that's Next.kz.
That was Next.kz.
Alright,
So
they took a game off VP. They
Though-
won one VP.
Yeah, they have to play Kaipi. They have to play against
Yeah,
Mouse
Mouse.
Quantic Flipside, and those are the big
That's their last 2
proving
matches.
grounds. Yeah. So
Even so, if they get just one game of those 4, I think they're 3rd place. If they lose them all, it'll be close. It'll depend on VP's other results. VP have to get some wins. They need a 2-0 against who are they? VP have not played. Well, they lost 2-0 to Kaipi. They lost 2-0 to Mouse Flipside. Let's look at the group stages, Kawa. VP haven't played Next.kz, have they?
no.
So that match is going to be a big one for VP at least. But okay.
All right.
So VP need to do well against Next.kz. They also need to somehow do well against. Oh, that's VP's last games. Well, okay, they need a 2-0. VP are screwed.
VP, you're done.
If VP 2-0 and then Cascade never win another game, they tie. That's best case scenario for VP. That's the only way they get 3rd place. Because KP are going to win at least 2 games out of what's left. So
Yes.
VP have to win whatever's left, and then hope that Cascade cannot take a game versus Kaipi, cannot take a game versus Mouse Flipside, which is possible. It's probably I feel like that's at least a 50% chance that Cascade don't win another game in the group stage. Lumi's done. He's checked out.
We cast this starting at 8 a.m. this morning. It's 1.
We actually didn't actually
Did like 6 hours.
we didn't
of
cast that
casting.
many games. It was just a lot of delays, technical problems, unfortunately. But thanks everyone for bearing with us through them. We're gonna.
Can I, before we close this thing out, can I quote James Harding? James 2 GD Harding. He said that 1 hour on camera is equal to 2 hours of real-time work. Fucking work for 12 hours today. Where's my overtime pay? Gotta call some. I don't know. All right, we're done. Thanks for watching.
I'll talk with your agent.
Toilet clogger.
Are you paying